locking him up with nothing but ace, queen high. Oh, dirty call! He says I got kings full, bro.
No.
The anguish. No one has ever put me in a spot like you just did, sir.
J-Dog has made it $500. And we do get a call from Josh. Go to this river, which is a heart, the 3 of hearts. J-Dog gets there with the flush. Josh will never be so glad that he missed. And did Josh just go all in? Josh rips $2,500 in. He leads for twice the pot. And J-Dog sitting here with the flush. It is not the nut flush. But it is the flush. Considering, did we really both backdoor this? And now he's going to have a look at the stack. He's going to see that it's a considerable stack. I don't think the graphic is right on J-Dog's chip count, but I'm going to say that Josh's stack is bigger than J-Dog's. This would be an amazing bluff if it works out. Definitely a lot of guts to go for this here. J-Dog definitely taking his time considering whether to call this massive overpet. Massive overbet here. 2 of them are conversing. I can't make out what's being said on my headset.
To be honest, I want to stay both of them. Truly, you guys should pay me for the live stream. I'm always good for games.
Oh, yeah, now you have to. Now I get to pick. Spread them.
J-Dog has turned over his 9 of hearts.
Oh, no, you can't flip one of my cards over.
I said,
No.
Correction, Josh has turned over J-Dog's card. You should never, ever turn somebody else's card over, guys, especially when it's a live hand. Do not do that. Even if he says turn over, I'm not turning it over. I'm making the other guy turn it over. I am absolutely not doing that, ever.
Hello, welcome one and all to it's Saturday night, guys. Here from Dallas, Texas at the Texas Card House Live Studios. It's me, Benjamin Miney, and I'm here alongside my one and only, as far as you know, wife, Angela Miney is here, and she's here to help out. Just give me a little bit of comfort and, you know, good spirits here in the booth here. These players have been playing all day since 10 a.m. this morning, and we're going to get right down to the action right now. Walter with King Jack offsuit, and the +1's going to raise 75K to go. Up to Bobby. He's got Queen 10 suited in the cutoff. He's going to play a hand. He's going to call. Action will get to Mustafa on the small blind, who is the chip leader at this table. Pocket 5 is going to go ahead and make the call as well. And Muhammad will let go of the big blind. We'll go 3 ways to a flop.
Oh, really? Yeah. So then what's the difference?
Mine can't have it on the flop. Mine's in my other coat.
It'll be, how about 2 queens right on the flop here? How about Bobby flopping trips? Now, Angie, would you say that's a pretty good thing to do?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Angie. Expert color commentary from my wife. Check to Bobby, who's gonna go ahead and check back and let his opponents catch up, and they are not gonna catch up on that turn. Top boat here for Bobby. Check over to Walter, who's gonna take a stab at it. Has King high to go with 2 pairs, 75K to go. Nothing really more to do here, but just call from Bobby. And he will. Mustafa going to get out of the way, and Bobby's going to hope Walter tries and hangs himself. See if Walter can get away from it. Probably could expect that any queen there would be just calling on the turn, so he's got to be a little cautious. Yeah, but he's going to go ahead and make the bet. 150 to go here, and Bobby with a stack of 505K. Probably going to send it all the way up here. And he will raise. He's going to make it 325K to go, and that is going to be good. Walter will fold, and now Bobby's at a stack of over 1 million in chips. So that puts 2 players above the 1 million mark. And a bunch of players in the middle, and then 2 players that are very short stacked at this final table. Question from Jedi Master Ted for you. Do you play Magic or poker?
I don't play Magic. I've learned like once, and it wasn't really my thing. But poker, I do know how to play. I just don't.
Angie here is a host at Texas Card House Dallas and can answer any sort of housekeeping questions for you about the place. So if you have any questions about hourly rates for our players here at our social club, or daily memberships, or policies and procedures, you can absolutely forward them over to my lovely wife. She can help you answer any question. Good to see everyone here in the chat already. Looks like we have a little bit of a table audio issue for a couple of seconds here. I've been warned about this already. Shouldn't be more than just a few seconds. Muhammad here with the ace-5 in the small blind is going to call 10K more. And then Glenn will check his big blind, 7-6 suited. Jack high flop, Jack 9 tray. Ace high is currently the best hand.
And all night long my cards were wrong. He would have like 1 of my cards and 1 of his cards, or 2 of his cards. So the action always looked.
Got a great question here from Highlight Hole. When's the next big Dallas tournament? And it's going to be the first Saturday of February, I believe. Is that next week? No, that would be the 29th. Yes. So in 2 weeks, our Saturday tournament will turn from a $365 buy-in 20K guarantee to a $500 buy-in $50,000 guarantee. So that's our next big tournament on the daily schedule, or I guess monthly schedule, and we'll let you know when we are planning our next big one.
His cards were always mixed up there, and so it just looked like we were just doing the most random off-the-wall shit.
It starts early. It starts
I
early.
knew it would.
Iron Bite, go ahead, throwing out that shade already. Says at Angie Miney, we've been advised that you cooler Ben a lot in poker.
I do.
Yeah, that is a truth.
Yeah, I do.
That is a truth. Don't think I've ever beaten her
Maybe
at any
once.
sort of poker game
Maybe once,
ever.
yeah.
So. Hello, Mr. James Colberg says hello,
Hello,
Minies from
family.
Wisconsin. Hello, mysterious. Have no idea who you are, individual.
That's the only place that I've seen that does
Just kidding. That's my father-in-law. Father-in-law. How are you? Mohammed here with the Queen 10 suited. It's going to raise up to 50K to go. Blinds are currently at 10, 20, 20 right now. 10,000, 20,000 with a 20,000 big blind ante. Walter in the big blind with a Queen 9. He is short stacked. He's going to try and gamble it up a little bit. Hopefully he can hit here, but he's actually drawing pretty slim. And, oh, he does it, though. He flops 2 pair against Mohammed's Queen 10. Although Mohammed does have the flush draw, so Walter's going to go in here with the top 2. Mohammed with the pair and a Queen High flush draw is going to have to make this call, I think. And there it is. There is the call. Pair and a flush draw. It's actually flipping here against Walter with the 2 pair. So 50% of the time, it could go either way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They were already going wild before they were
So we will see a run out here. Dealer Adam in the box, going to put him out there. 7 is not it. Actually brings Queen 10 open-ended, more outs. And a 7 will pair the board. Queens and 9s will be the best hand and get the double up through Mohammed. Walter makes his way up to 630K. Mohammed now 325. You can see the chip counts here. 3 very large stacks, a few middle stacks, and a couple pretty short stacks. Nothing out of the ordinary, of course. You usually see that kind of chip spread at a tournament poker table, on the final anyway. A shout out to everybody who's here already in the chat. All the regulars. I see user Anonymous, Iron Bites here. Mr. or Mrs. Ragnarova. I guess I don't actually know. Michael Tilton. Let's see. We've got Jedi Master, of course. PM's here. Jason Thornhill. Isai Gerardo.
Every time I grab my idea too, but then I feel how thick they are and it's a reminder.
A couple new faces. Alice Acuna's here. Thank you so very much for being here, everyone. Roger Garrison as well.
Used to the peakers.
Good evening from Dallas, Texas. As Bobby's going to go ahead and raise it here up to 60K.
60 instead of the smaller ones. So when I first got my first hand there, I like looked at it, I was like, holy shit.
Elizu O says, say hello to Brazil. Well, hello, Brazil.
I won't be missing what I got. So now when I go anywhere else, I'm gonna be super screwed because I'm gonna pick them up. And
So you excited to be here with me tonight,
I
Ange?
am a little nervous.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty excited.
Okay, well, you're here to have some fun with me and keep me
Yeah.
company and keep, of course, our lovely viewer base company. So welcome on behalf of everyone on the stream staff here. Nick Fiorentino says, what's up, Ben? What's up? Fair enough, Iron Bite. Fair enough. Josh Hurley asks, what was the buy-in? You can find all the information regarding the buy-ins and details of this in actually the pinned chat here on our chat. You can see it's a 365 buy-in, 61,500 in the total prize pool. As Mohammed's going to go all in here with the ace-9 of clubs in the hijack. Walter with a suited ace-10 actually has him quite dominated here. And Walter's going to go ahead and give him some protection and shove over top. Going to require these blinds to wake up with something pretty special to get in the pot, and they will not. So now these players are going to go heads up. And Mohammed's going to get the bad news. Another Saturday night, another all-in. Let's go see if we can get our first elimination on this final table. How about 2 hearts to go along with the ace-10 high? It's going to take a lot for ace-9 to catch up here, and ace is not going to do it. So now only a 9. That's not a heart, and that is not it. Ace-10 will take it down and eliminate Mohammed in 9th place. Mohammed, have a fantastic evening. Congratulations on the tournament finish. I'm sure it's not the one you wanted, but 1,600 bucks, not bad for 365 buy-in. So have a fantastic night. Drive safe. Highlight hole, ask a good question. You guys post the results and report tournament winnings on whatever the website is called. It's Hendon Mob, and yes, we do. We do report to there.
Has anybody played down here on this green?
No. I'll play one-hammer, dude. I actually kind of like the height, though. I don't know if you're on this color. I'm not even that tall.
But I can't reach. I got it. Anyways.
Should I ask Angie Miney, which of y'all worked at TCH first? So we started exactly
We started the same
yeah.
day. Yeah.
Exactly the same time.
Exactly the same day. Yep.
Yep, we came down from a casino a little bit up north. Well, first way north, one that was, and then one that was less north. And then we ended up here.
Loving it.
Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Best
Fantastic.
staff I could ever,
Yes.
ever ask to work for. Management, other dealers,
Everyone's
floors.
just so kind and
It's amazing.
love it.
Shout out to Ryan Crow, putting on a hell of a show here for a poker room.
You want to share this down here?
And of course, Victor, our GM too. No discounting the general manager. Mustafa here is going to go ahead and call Steve's raise with the suited one gapper and 8-6 of hearts. It's going to go heads up to a flop. Let's do it. Queen 10 deuce. Pair of tens is way in the lead here as Mustafa checks to Steve, who's going to go ahead and take advantage of that 91%.
I feel like you need it more than me.
And price his opponent right on out of there. And he'll take it down.
Like you're dealing, you're trying to do things.
It should be in the spot for both of y'all to be able to use it now because it's turned long ways.
Yeah, I was sitting there almost all day.
And you didn't like it, and you're taller.
There's 230 of you already with us tonight. We barely like 20 minutes into the stream. There's already over 200 of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast from Texas Card House, Dallas. You're listening to the voices of Benjamin Miney and my lovely, adoring wife, Angie Miney.
So we talked to the Eugene guy, and he was like, "This is a $200,000 table." And you're just
Angie Miney's a host here. You can always ask anything about our tournaments, about our policies and procedures, and anything related to memberships here at Texas Card House. She'll answer those questions right away. We also have lots to talk about as far as Cinnamon Toast Crunch goes. We'll get more on that in a minute. Steve's going to raise it up to 75K to go, and Ricky's going to go ahead and shove. He is a short stack. Got pocket queens. Going to try and get some value here with the ladies.
I'll take stools in the corner so we can. I mean, I thought it was just me because I'm so short.
It'll fold all the way around back to Steve, who doesn't have to call much more.
130.
Yep, so Steve's going to go ahead and make the call. He's just too cheap to fold.
They're gonna be wondering what the hell I'm doing. What is he doing? What the heck is he doing? Staring down.
It is King Jack versus Queens. Runner Broadway cards or a king will do. Maybe some jacks for Steve. Otherwise, Queens looking very good here. Queen in the door is going to be a set right away. Only running straight cards here will do it. And that is not it. King Jack drawing dead. Set of queens going to take it down. Ricky will get a double up through Steve. Nice hand.
Well, I'm from New York and it gets really cold up there. So, just.
What's the signal on the top? That's Russian.
No, it's American, man. You ever seen the back of the dollar bill?
Yeah, to answer Iron Bite's question, there is a military discount. For the monthly, it's usually $30, but if you're military, first responder, police, whatever, it's $5 a month instead of the $30. So.
We absolutely do try and take care of our active and non-active military.
100%, yes.
Anybody who is involved with first responders, just like she said, anybody? $5 a month. That's incredible value compared to what the alternative would be. So, good question. Good question.
Very good question.
Ricky here with pocket J's in the cutoff. Back-to-back big hands. Looks like he's going to make it 60K to go. Has more chips. He doesn't have to go ahead and just shove it in there. He's going to try and play some poker. Bobby here with Queen 10 again. Last time he had this hand, it worked out pretty well. Flopping trips, turning nut boat. Bobby here has had one final table finish in the 365 buy-in tournament. And he's here again for his number 2. It's quite a prestigious tournament to take a seat on in the final table. As Ricky just takes it down with the pocket jacks, that's 2 in a row. Skullbone says, hi, Ben and Angie. What's up?
Hello.
Hello, Skullbone. Nice to see you.
Pretty all you'll be were until we got up here.
Yeah, you can see all the blemishes on the pores. For some reason, I thought they had a makeup room, you know? They do makeup, all wrinkles.
I don't know what's going on, but I've been tired and have to sleep all day, and then I came up here, and I don't know if it's because it's so bright or whatever, but all of a sudden I'm just like...
Dude, this is not real, man. This is just a dream. You're sleeping.
Hold on, wait.
Walt here's got King Queen offsuit in the +1. He's going to raise it up. Good enough for a raise. 65K to go. Steve with Ace Jack. Got a Green Bay fan in the chat as one of the biggest games in football is happening right now on television. Steve's going to go ahead and call the Ace Jack. Ricky's going to let go. Jeff's going to let it go. Bobby is most likely going to let it go. And there he goes. Pat in the hat. 200K in a small blind with a lot of dead money out there. Thought about it. Thought better of it. Got out of the way. So now these two players are going to go heads up. Jack high. Jack 10-8, 2 spades. Top for Steve. Open ender for Walter. Steve's going to go all in with the top pair. And definitely going to price Walter out of here. This is not the price you're looking for when you're staring at 2 overs and an open ender.
How much is it?
Although, he may want to go ahead and try and be the big stack at the table, and who could blame you?
Yeah, 690.
See if this is posture or if this is genuine thought. Definitely doesn't like it. Yep, he'll find a better spot to do it. It's just not the right price. Steve takes it down for a profit of 180K in tournament chips. Nice hand. Guys, let's get those subs going. If you have not already subscribed to our beautiful, lovely stream here at Texas Card House Live, please do so. We have streams at least 5 out of 7 days a week. Monday through Thursday, you can find mid to high stakes cash games. And then Saturday, I'm here every single week with you for the 20K guarantee no limit final table. Steve here, pocket kings is going to raise it up, coming off the last hand. $80,000 to call. It looks like we're folded up to the big blind, which is also out of there. Steve takes it down pre-flop. Yes, if you do, go ahead and drop us a sub. Not only will you be updated with all things Texas Card House Live, we'll also shout you out on the stream right here. I'll do it, I promise. I mean, why wouldn't I? Maybe Angie will. Maybe Angie will do it.
Maybe I will.
Maybe she will. You're gonna have to quiet over there, my love. Shaking those nerves yet?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I'm getting there.
All right,
I'm getting there.
You can do it. Cole Stevens says, first time in the stream, what are the loyalty points for? They have no intrinsic value. That said, they're a lot of fun. They're fun points. As it's going to be a race to 40K and a call. Mustafa's also going to call now. Glenn in the small blind with King 7 is just going to get out of the way. 10's way in the lead at the moment. Let's go to flop. And a queen on this flop here. Queen 6-5 is one overcard to the pocket 10s, but otherwise, 10s are in the lead. It's gonna go check, check over the button. Who will check back? Ace on the turn brings in the back or the front door heart draw. Now both Pat and Mustafa with a heart draw for their own. Alex Polk with a sub. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the team. Hope you're enjoying it. As Mustafa's going to take advantage of a little bit of weakness shown from these players, but a pair of aces on the turn is the best hand at the moment for Jeff. It's going to be a bet and a call here, and an 8 is going to come on the river. That is a blank. Jeff here with a pair of aces is the best hand. It'll be checked over to Mustafa, who looks like he might take a stab at it. He does have the nut flush draw blocker in his hand. So in case his opponent is on a flush, he at least has a little bit of knowledge knowing that his opponent can't possibly have the nut flush. So he's going to take advantage of that and make it 275 to go. Now Jeff would have to call about half of his stack here. I don't think he likes his kicker. He's actually going to get rid of it, and Mustafa takes it down with a little bluff. And he showed it. Had a question here from Jeremy Rodriguez, and we did get published in a couple articles here about just some questions about our CO and everything like that here for Texas Card House Dallas. And, you know, it sounds scarier than it really kind of is, guys. So I want to tell you right now that Texas Card House is not going anywhere for a while. So we have some really great lawyers on staff. We have lots of hope and expectations. We have a whole we're not going anywhere for a while. So if you love Texas Card House, do not worry, do not fret. Plenty of poker to be had here. If you do have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us, email us or something, or come just say hi. You can talk to us about it. We will. And I don't blame you for asking. You know, it's a you know, an article about poker in Texas and how city's making a move. So there's a whole lot there, and there's really a whole lot to it. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for asking the questions, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
I needed 2 or 3 more people in there to have the house.
KJ Payne won with the sub. Thank you so very much. Welcome. Let's keep the subs going, guys. We're on the road to 50K subs now. We just did a nice little giveaway at 40K subs. Imagine what we'll do for 50. All right, Andrew, repeat after me.
Okay.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Do it again.
Like and subscribe.
Great. Let's get that phrase in your head.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you a code word, and anytime I say that code word, I want you to say that.
All right.
I got to think of a good code word, though.
I do only see 50 likes, though.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Oh, Angie. Oh, I love it. Okay. What would you like to be
I already got a goal in my head.
Okay,
I
not
thought
okay.
about
It only
this.
has to be by. Let's do 9:30. A light goal by
9:30.
How about an hour from now? 9:40. 9:45.
Okay.
What would that light goal be?
150.
Okay,
Let's do
that's
150,
fair.
a solid 150.
That is a great light goal.
Okay.
Props to
Let's
you.
do it. Let's get those likes in.
Absolutely here. We got a pair of 8s and 7s for both Steve and Mustafa. And Ricky just going to take it down with a bluff.
Talking about you and thinking, oh, well, he's saying this. And he's like, no, I wasn't even close to what I was saying.
I'm sure they do their best to make good guesses.
Oh, yeah.
So you heard, oh, there it is. Dave Lagana's on it. Angie Mighty light goal, 150 by 9:45, guys. We got 330 of you, 150 likes, half the viewership. Totally doable. Let's do it up. Thank you all for showing up to the big show here. The final table, 20K guaranteed, 365 buy-in. We have a prize pool of $61,500. First place getting $13,500 at this final table. These players are playing for a lot of money. Every decision counts. Bobby here, under the gun with 9-8 suited, will raise the 60K to go. Get folds from the next door neighbors all the way up to the cutoff. Walter, 10-7. Will also get out of the way. Now it's up to Steven the button, who will defend his button for 60K. And Ricky here with Kojak in the small blind. Doesn't like it. Doesn't want to play out of position with that hand. Who could blame him?
Hey, you made a comment we don't want to put no chips on top of the scanner. Does that apply when we're covering our chips? Or covering our hearts? Or protecting our hearts?
Steve is going to make a call, and Jeff will also make a call from Bobby's raise. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop. Walter asking a good question, just about chips and where you can keep them. The players are told to not put the chips in the card reader, but you can, after scanning your cards, use a chip as a card protector. No big deal.
Oh, I checked. That's all right. I thought you were saying.
Just don't keep your whole stacks in there. That's all. It'll go check over to Bobby, who has 9 high black on an ace 5 deuce 3 diamond board, so he's going to just check and give up here. Steve here is going to do the betting. He does have the most equity with the 10 high flush draw. Also 10 high is good. He's going to get out of the way. I have black, no good.
Chapter cards are good chips. They just don't want all the chips in the box.
Jonathan Hansen also subbed on YouTube just a moment ago. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great time. We have a nice little stream here in Dallas, don't you think, Ange?
I do. It's very nice.
We have the greatest players. We have a great production staff in Tyler and Cooper.
Yes, they are fantastic.
Very supportive executive producers, David Lagana and Ryan Crow. Very hands-on, and I really appreciate that. Makes us commentators and production staff's job very easy, so we can try and relax and give you guys the best content we can, stream in and stream out.
No, I did not. Thank you for that. There have been a couple times where I had not had my cards covered. I lost my hand.
So I was just going to take it down, get the good old walk with the 5 deuce. You'll love that result.
3 hours and 28 minutes to the next break? Yes. There's no break. There's no break on this. Yeah, there's no break. You got to break already. So what if you need to go play? I guess I just stay here and y'all have to live with it. There's a cup back here to use. Yeah, you get up and you race to the restaurant. Trust me, we've done it before. At least I have anyway.
Players acknowledging that there is no break on the final table once we do get here. It's a good point to observe. Steve here with King 10 in the offsuit variety. Going to raise the 65K to go. Gets to Bobby with Ace-Jack in the small blind. We'll make the call. We'll go heads up here. Ace-Jack. First to bat here, out of position. What's this board going to be? How about an ace on the board, but 3 hearts? Wow. Steve drawing to actually a royal here with a pair. It's actually a coin flip scenario. Bobby with top pair. does have the best hand by 2%. That's crazy. Bobby, you're in a tough spot. Both him and Steve are at the same chip stacks. And I don't know if Bobby knows that that was a flip. But that was really close in equity there. Really tough spot there for Ace Jack Black on that board.
Well, if he calls, I got out. Yeah. It can't be drawn there.
All right, Jason Thornhill with a question about the hourly rate and how it works here during a tournament. You want to answer that question?
Yeah. So for the tournament, while you're playing that, we do not charge you an hourly rate. All you have to do is pay for your membership, whether it's a daily for $10, monthly for $30, or a $300 yearly. But your 13 an hour doesn't run while you're playing a tournament. Only cash games.
Absolutely. So you do not have to worry about paying for hours at a time when you're playing a tournament. Like she said, all you got to do, pay for that buy-in, cover your membership, and you are good to go.
Adam, does it matter if they're on top of each other?
You kind of want the separate, I believe. 30.
Steve here with ace-4 off.
Oh. Tell them. When you start giving me better cards, I'll start making sure.
He's going to make the call. Bobby with a better ace here on the button.
You better.
He's going to be doing the raising, making 100K to go. Ooh, Patrick Britt with a good question. I'll go ahead and answer that after this hand, as Mustafa's going to make the call from Bobby's raise. 4 tray suited versus ace-7 off. Let's go to a flop. Wow, what a flop for tray 4. This open-ended straight flush draw. Ace high for Bobby. Bobby's going to go ahead and bet it, but he is, oof, a dog. Currently a dog in this hand. Oh my God, the straight flush right on the turn. Wow. That doesn't happen very often. I don't think we've ever had a straight flush on our tournament streams. Not while I've been doing them. What's up, Mustafa? Nice hand here, as Bobby's going to be betting with it, too. He has the ace-high flush draw. 225 to go. Mustafa, do you press this or you just let him hang himself? He's like, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about a straight flush? How about it? That's pretty insane. And Mustafa will just make the call. One more diamond is going to put Bobby out of this tournament. That is not a diamond. It saves Bobby some money, pairs the board. Maybe Mustafa is thinking he might be able to make some money off that river. But he's going to check it over to Bobby. Oh, my God, Bobby rips it. He's got the ace of diamonds, and he's running the bluff that is no good. His opponent has a straight flush. Bobby, thank you so much for playing here at Texas Card House. It was nice to see you. Have a fantastic night on your second final table appearance. Enjoy the cash, and we'll see you next time.
Very nice.
All right, the question from Patrick Britt was, how do dealers earn tips during tournaments? So we don't, I'm speaking this from a dealer standpoint, because I am a dealer here. We don't collect any, like $1 a hand tips or anything at the table, but there is part of the entry that goes directly to helping your dealers out. It's a small amount, but that little bit gets compiled, and all the dealers sign a little piece of paper saying that they dealt at a certain time, and then you just divide that all up and bang, bang, bongo. Also, when you cash a tournament, you're always welcome to tip the staff. There's usually a little box there that the tournament director will advise you if you want to leave anything for your staff. If you like the service you had today, you always can. Never required, though. Straight flush pretty good, though, on that last hand. Damn.
That was great.
Like,
That was great.
right away, too. Jeez. Pat in the Hat is all in for his tournament life. He's gotten a couple of ladders here before having to shove it in blind. Or shove it in short, rather, not blind. All right, Jack 10 versus Jack 8. Let's play. Pat looking pretty good here. Has Glenn dominated. And it'll come 6 high, 2 clubs, Jack 10 in the lead. King on the turn. Only an 8 now. We'll do it for Glenn, and that is not it. Jack 10 will take it down. Pat in the Hat will get a little double up. They'll be on to the next one.
At least I won one half of the stream. At least, 'cause I would be so embarrassed if I walk out.
All right, Ange, it's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about
Yes,
it.
let's do it.
It was Tuesday? Yes.
I think so.
Yes, Tuesday evening, we had a cash game stream here of the high stakes variety, and we were talking, and Angie was in the chat talking to me while I was commentating it. It came across negative to our viewership that I didn't like the cereal Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's true.
And you can find this in the chat logs of that video. The final 30 minutes of that stream is hilarious, and I advise anybody to check it out
It's
Tuesday
great.
Tuesday night. Angie said it had her rolling.
It really did.
But basically what culminated from it was that Angie and I are now going to have to play heads-up tournament chip style on the stream. And we're going to do it for quite some high stakes. We'll get to that right after this hand. Oh, it's over now. Steve takes it down with the ace-queen suited. Nice hand. If I lose this tournament style heads-up match with my lovely wife, I have to eat a dry bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, which I have no intention of wanting to do ever in my life. So I hate the cereal. I think it's trash, but that's just...
Like I said, your opinions just don't matter.
I just don't know what to tell you. Like,
I'm not that tight, man.
I hear you. I hear the words you're saying,
Understand.
but I'm not about it.
Yeah, I know, but
Nikolai Victor Florentine Babiku with a sub. I hope I got your name right.
Probably not, though.
I know.
It sounded wrong.
Thank you for the sub. Welcome tonight.
So I'm taking a note out of his book and just powerful.
I wonder if they called him and let him know yet.
Only communists do not like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, I love the color red, so this works out. Jay Sung with a sub. Thank you so very, very much.
If he lives alone, he might be better off.
Steve here with ace queen is going to take it down with the raise. That's 2 ace queens in a row.
But did we come up with something that I have to do if I lose?
No.
I don't think we did.
So we haven't come up with that yet, and that's the only reason we haven't actually done this on the stream yet. But so if you can help us think of anything as a punishment-wise for Andy should I win. Obviously, I'm the favorite in this scenario.
Oh, okay.
So
I want you to vouch for me a bit.
hit me with your best shot. I have to eat a bowl of cereal, maybe more, who knows, and then Angie only has to. Andy's got to do something if I win.
I do. It's
We just
only
don't know
fair.
what it is. Looking very forward to that.
Me too.
Oh, by the way, I will eat the Cinnamon Toast Crunch on video during the stream if I lose. I don't want to, but I will.
Jonathan Hansen asked if we have a code word yet for the like and subscribe.
Crap. No. But hold on. Jeff is all in with pocket eights, 435K. Gets folds from everywhere up to the small blind. Now it's just up to the big blind here from Ricky. Pocket queens.
I better quadruply make sure since this one they'll really have.
And he will make the call. He is all in for less. Ricky's tournament life is at risk.
He's over here like, oh god, I got like it's the worst movie.
It's the cameras, man. The cameras make people nervous. Yeah, I was like that. It becomes amazing when you're so
It's
nervous.
like, oh god, I'm so upset.
It is an all-in pot here. Let's see a run out. The queens are at risk for their tournament life, but they're looking pretty good right now. What's the news? Queen on the flop is gonna be pretty much all she wrote here. Only running 8s is gonna do it. Oh, now there's some straight outs. A 10 will do it.
That would be so sick of the stream.
There it is. A 4 of clubs is a blank on the river.
Buttons, man.
Ricky will get the double up. Crippling Jeff's stack. Only has 75K left. Your father says Angie should color her hair
I
red.
saw that. It's already in the plans, though.
But what about the whole thing?
Okay, it depends on the red, though. Because I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, we got some good suggestions. Oh, I like if she loses, you still have to eat the cereal, but she has to drink the milk afterwards. So the plus side is I actually get to eat the cereal with milk. That's kind of dope. Because if I lose, I have to eat it dry.
He's already called, and then he's like,
Okay.
So that's not terrible.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I can work with that. Pat in the hat here, pocket 9s. He is short stacked.
before he shows
We're just old.
Sitting on just over 7 big blinds. Will rip it in there.
We don't act the same.
Mustafa here with the suited ace 9.
How much is it?
Wants a count.
It's nothing on purpose.
We got folds around to the cutoff here. Walter with king 10 is all in. Going to give the 9 some protection. We know that Muhammad folded a 9. And Jeff just folded a king. So let's see how this is going to run out.
Now I got over it. Oh, man. You gotta do me like that? Oh, shoot.
Wow, lots of good suggestions here in the chat.
Yeah. And
Lots
these
of good
are-
ideas.
These were definitely
This is what the internet.
punishments.
This is what the internet is for.
It's true. Oof.
All right, it's a fair fight. 9s versus king 10. What is it gonna be? 9s in the lead at the moment. King or 10 will do.
Come on, man. I thought we were friends.
9 is a set. That's the case 9 on the turn, and that is just about it. 9's full on the river.
we're not $600 worth.
And how about it? Pat and Hat gets the double up through Walter. And now we don't have any super short stacks on this table anymore. Oh, wait, Jeff has 15K, less than a big blind. Excuse me, Jeff. He is all in that small blind, too. The blinds, good question, 15,000, 30,000 with a 30,000 big blind
I mean, I'm
ante.
not doing that without a serious handle in this situation, you know? I have to have, like, at least...
Justified to me. You had a hand, you played it. That's what I said. Everyone plays their hand differently.
It's a good question. Huang asks, what's her least favorite
It
cereal?
is my least favorite.
I think I asked you this, and I don't think you gave me an answer, to be
I-
That
honest.
was a beautiful turn for me.
It's got to be your favorite, Honey Bunches of Oats.
Are you serious?
I can't eat that stuff. I don't know.
Have you had, like... Oh, you like that cereal. No?
Not since I dunked it all out.
Oof. Yeah, it's got to be Honey Bunches of Oats.
With almonds. That's a worse version.
Yuck.
That's a
it's
worse
true.
version.
Yeah.
Oh, what about, like... What about Wheaties? You ever had Wheaties before?
Ooh,
without
that
sugar?
That one's good. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like Wheaties.
All right,
no.
Wheaties without sugar is the punishment.
Ick.
Mustafa's going to be doing the raising here, and it's just going to be 8-6 versus 7-6.
Stop, are you crazy?
Not off. So, a lot of the time, the 8 will play here, but lots of potential for a chop here too.
Eating soggy Fruit Loops with water, not milk. That
Wow.
sounds awful.
Wow, these are really good.
These are really good.
Trey Deuce here on the flop. It's a paired board. Let's see a turn. Comes a queen. 8 is still playing at the moment. Deuce or queen. That is not it. The 8 is going to play, and that will eliminate Jeff in, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place. Jeff, have a fantastic rest of your Saturday night here from Dallas. It's been a pleasure watching you. Enjoy the cash. We'll see you next time. $2,460 going your way. The next player eliminated in 6th place will receive $3,040. The buy-in was $365 for this tournament. Unlimited re-entries for the first 4 hours of play. 20K guarantee, 61.5 in the prize pool today. So I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna expand it a little bit. And you can answer it that way.
Yeah.
So does the hour? So I'm gonna read it as is there an hourly cash game rate at all the locations, and are they if there is, are they all the same price? So no, they're not all the same price, but yes, all of our houses do have a hourly seat rental fee for playing cash games. Let's see. Steve's going to go ahead and raise it up. 75K to go with the ace-jack suited. Ricky with ace-queen suited is going to make the call. Mustafa will call with a 10-tray suited. 3 ways to a flop. Steve's all in with the ace-jack on the jack-high board. That's looking pretty good. Rainbow 2. Ricky's going to let it go. Just has ace-queen high. Mustafa will release.
What's your name, sir? Steve. Steve, you crazy, man. Why? You just running so good, man. Man. Wait, we got 6 or 7 people.
I think the consensus, though, in the chat is that you're going to eat a cereal, and it's going to be with water.
All right. I think that's fair.
All right, so now that's what we've decided is going to happen, but now we need to pick the cereal. So, if David Lagana, if you're here with me, I need you to start a poll in the chat, if you could. Cheerios versus Wheaties. Think that's a fair poll?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to throw another cereal in there?
I was gonna say Honey Bunches of Oats.
Okay,
You gotta,
all right.
You gotta throw that one in there.
All right, go for it. So, Honey Bunches of Oats, option 1. Cheerios, option 2. And then Wheaties, option 3.
Cool.
It'll come queen high, 2 diamonds, pair of 10s, though, is the best hand for Glenn. Apparently by a lot. 7 high black for Mustafa is all his holdings, and Glenn will take it down.
This is where it gets stressful, you know, short-handed. It's like,
and this ain't stressful. Stressful is landing airplanes and cracking people's chest open.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm
How'd
talking
you like to fly? If you got a 30% winning percentage in this, okay, you're a world-class player. How'd you like to fly with a pilot that lands 92% of his flights?
hey man,
Yeah, I
that's,
don't know.
I don't have the guts for that kind of stuff.
Or a heart surgeon.
We got to come up with a good tagline for this too. Like, it has to be like a dad joke
That's precious.
related to
That's
cereal.
all you. You are good with the dad jokes.
All right, Jedi Master Ted, I defer to you. Come up with a dad joke that we're going to use it as a tagline for this heads-up battle.
Yeah, I'm with you. I never thought of that.
This ain't pressure. Pressure's down there where we live in Ecuador.
Oh, you're from Ecuador?
You're trying to feed a family on, on $406 a month. Which is the basic
Walter's all in here. He has 365K.
$406 a month.
With the ace deuce suited.
No,
See if you can take some money here on this one.
Did I fold that?
Ooh, Raisin Bran's a good one.
Nah.
within the poker.
Ugh.
You can before we get this poll up, I don't think Lagana's here, so you can substitute one.
See, I like Cheerios.
You
so
can't touch Wheaties though.
That's fine.
So-
We'll substitute Cheerios for Raisin Bran.
All right, cool.
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, man. I was playing underground.
'Cause I like
game and the
Cheerios.
cops bust the place down, and I thought the same thing. I was like, man, I hope it's the cops. I was like, yo, I hope it's the freaking
I was at
police.
Jackie's tonight. Rick will remember that we rated 3 games simultaneously. Dallas.
Oh man, I'll shit in my pants, man.
And I was so happy. I finally get on TV and I got a jacket over my head saying no comment.
I was like, hey, I'm so happy to see you guys. Shit, man. Arrest me, please, or something.
I had a Rolex on. I took it off and threw it under my foot and cracked the crystal. Because I thought it was
All right, guys, I'm going to post in the chat what number you want to see Angie eat if she is to lose our Heads Up Challenge live here on stream. 1 is Raisin Bran, 2 is Wheaties, 3 is Honey Bunches of Oats. Type numbers in the chat. What do you think is a fair punishment? Also with water. I got to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch with nothing, so if I should lose. Commentators, Queen, what's trend to get selected? What's trend to get selected for stream play enrollment? If you're asking about how do you get onto the TCH live table for cash games and whatnot, all you gotta do is go to our website or in our link tree in the description, and you can apply on both of those places with your stakes and contact information that you'd like to play. And if we have an open seat, we'll contact you, as it'll be 10 high, 8 on the turn here. Pair versus pair here. Pair 10s is the best hand.
The jalapeno one? Yeah. Is it called the hatch chili or whatever? Hatch chili?
Wow, that's a lot of Wheaties.
Ooh.
Serial killers. I love it, Jedi. I love it. That's really good. We might get We might get
That's
like
great.
what is it? What do they call it? I don't want to say flagged, but we would probably get flagged on YouTube if we actually did that. For violence, sir. Violence. 10 on the river here is going to be trips for Steve, and he's going to check it. Wow, that's sneaky, but Mustafa's going to go ahead and check back his 2 pair. That's no good, Steve, with trips.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a lot of Wheaties. Jeez. Well, it's also a lot of one person saying Wheaties. Your father chose Honey Bunches of Oats. But we'll give that poll another 2 minutes.
We have 111 likes so far.
Let's go.
Almost to goal.
All right, 9:45. We need 150 likes on this stream by 9:45. I know you guys can do it.
Yes. Let's do it.
Can they do it, Angie?
Yes, they can do it.
They can do
I
it.
believe in these people. Let's do it.
Pair of deuces for Steve in the small blind. Will get folded. Ricky with 9/8 suited in the big blind will fold to the raise. Pat and Hat takes it down. Mr. Pat and Hat chipping up a little bit here. Mustafa, look at that commanding lead though. 2 million in chips.
I'm guessing you had ducks.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
You don't know who that was.
Rally Chris with a sub. Thank you so very much. Let's keep those subs coming, guys. We're on the road to 50,000. If you do enjoy the content you see 5 out of the 7 days of the week, maybe more, do give us that sub. It would go a long way to make sure we keep the lights on.
I don't know if he's even alive anymore. It's been a long time.
The ones with the plastic sticks to the bottom of the bowl, grandma's bowl. That's the best one.
It's always really exciting for these players. Not a lot of them like to play the high stakes cash games or anything like that on the stream. So having their opportunity on the live stage in front of the lights, being online, sharing with their families and friends that they're playing poker.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool that we get to offer this to these players. So congrats to everyone that's made this final table. Congrats to everyone that made the money in this tournament. It's always exciting to make a nice score in a big tournament.
Yeah, and you won a tournament yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You placed first yesterday.
What are you talking
Pretty
about? I don't know
cool.
what you're talking about. This is not the Ben show. This is the Texas Card House Tournament Players Show. Walter's all in with the ace-7. Micah Hill with the sub. Thank you so much. as he gets back to the big blind. Little Jack Deuce offsuit is in the muck. Oh, there she goes. Angie and Ben Miney's Breakfast Serial Killer Showdown. All right, we'll put a bookmark on that one. Only 16 more likes to go, guys. Thanks, Michael Tilton, for keeping me updated. Appreciate you. We're almost there. And we still have a half an hour to go for your like goal. This is the point where Greg would be like, okay, I'm going to get greedy. And then he would raise his number.
Do you want me to raise it?
No,
No?
I don't.
Okay.
I hate that. Because we ask enough of these guys
I think we
already.
could do it if I raised it, but I won't.
Rich Greenberg says, another great final table stream. Thank you so much, Rich. Hope you're having a good evening. Steve's going to raise it up. 90K to go in the hijack with the suited ace-10. Beautiful hand here. Ricky, king-queen, is going to make the call. Yeah, I think the Wheaties have it.
Yeah, yeah. That's all right.
That's kind of where we're at. Can you purchase Wheaties anymore?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Are they called something else?
No, I think they're just called Wheaties.
Man, talk about like an established business. That's like literally 110 years old. Wheaties. King Jack 7 on this board. Ricky flops the best of it, of course. An over, backdoor diamonds, and a gutter to Broadway for Steve. Pair of jacks for Glenn.
That's a sizable jump. That's juicy. $800 for one.
It's going to check over to Ricky, who's going to bet his top pair. Try and price in these draws. About half pot to call. A little less.
150? Yeah, that's 150.
Spread that pot a little bit.
Right, 20.
Serial Poker Showdown. I could get down with that.
Yeah, that flows.
That's definitely better.
Yeah.
I think that's currently in the running. Steve's going to go ahead and make the call for 150K, and now these two are going to go heads up to the turn, which could be a big one. What's up? How about the king? Trips for Ricky. Has the check mark now. It'll be an all-in and a fold from Steve.
2040.
2040, blind drop, everybody.
2040.
To all 430 of you tuning in, thank you so much for hanging out with us, my wife and I. My name is Ben Miney, joined alongside Angie Miney in the booth here from Dex's Card House in Dallas, Texas. Thanks for stopping. Hope you come by often, where we stream 5 days a week at least. Sometimes 6. It's going to fold over to Glenn in the small blind, who might want to... This is a great hand to put some pressure on the big blind, and this is exactly what he's going to do. All in. Walter has to wake up with it or get out of the pot, and he will get out of the pot. 80K for Glenn. Dave K says, tourney's worth watching. I hear you, brother. Thank you so very, very much. I agree. Tournament poker is my favorite poker.
I'd have to agree.
And we did it, guys. We hit the 150 like goal well before 9:45. You guys are the best. Might up that a little bit later, but as for right now, no more talking about the like button for a minute. Greg doesn't understand that. He's a bloodthirsty man. He wants all the likes, which I can appreciate, to be honest. I guess we're just two different people when it comes to the like button. King, Queen, Deuce. That is no pair for either player. Jack High is currently the best hand. He's going to check it over to Mustafa, who might just get away with it here with the bluff.
The problem is I don't have any other.
I think he doesn't believe him, but can't call with Jack High, so. Little pot there for Mustafa, our chip leader.
David Johnson asks, how much was the buy-in? The buy-in was $365.
Absolutely. We had enough entries to get that prize pool that was a 20K guarantee all the way up to $61,500, with first place taking down a nice score of over $13,000 for a one-day event. It's going to be a raise up to 80K here with the pocket fives from Pat in the hat. He'll get it done.
I love that name. I laugh every time.
He looked me square in the eyes like, who do I talk to about getting my nickname on the stream? Like, that, me. That'd be me. Okay, I want my name to be Pat in the hat, please.
That's
okay, you got it.
Fantastic.
Sold. Say less.
That's great.
Got a lot of questions about how many entries we had in this tournament. We'll get that number for you right here. It is 205 entries in this tournament. It's going to be check 10s versus King 9 here, as King 9's going to run a bluff. All in. Pat and hat with just a couple 10s. With one card to come, not looking good with two overs on the board. We'll release, and Steve will get it done with the bluff.
Should have shoved all in pre-flop,
Me too.
Yeah, I was calling for sure. Yeah. you would have crossed me like that, huh?
Jedi says, for real though, Ben, it's time we up the guarantee to at least 25K, and by we, I mean y'all. I hear you. We've had this conversation, and I guess the first step for us was having one $50,000 guarantee a month, seeing how that runs, and then, you know, we'll kind of go from there. Good question. Good question. Walter with a snowman. Pocket eights will raise to all in the hijack. Only have to get through two more players here, and that's it. Walter will take it down 100K of blinds. That's a heck of an amount of chips to get from just the blinds. You can see the payouts here, $3,040 for the next place, out all the way up to $13,525 for first. Mustafa looks like he's going to put some pressure on the big blind. He has a great hand to do it with ace-jack.
How much? 165.
Looks like 165 is the bet. And Glenn with an offsuit queen tray. Thinking about defending. Would be quite a bit to defend. All right, I'm going to answer this question one more time in the chat. It's been asked, and then I'm going to kind of leave it alone. We're open. We don't expect to be closed anytime soon, and we are fighting what's going on. So the question is, did Dallas suspend licenses? The city of Dallas is attempting to revoke COs from the poker rooms that are operating legally as social clubs in Dallas County. And like I said, we're fighting it. We have awesome lawyers. We don't expect to be closed anytime soon. We're going to appeal it and everything. And we have, you know, lots of high hopes. We have great lawyers and everything. And not really a lot of our staff is too worried about it. So, and you shouldn't be either if you are a player or a prospective player if you're looking to come out. Plenty of poker here. We're not closing our operation anytime soon. So I will leave it with that. And to don't overthink it. The media's kind of just hyping it up a little bit right now. So just another series of unfortunate events.
That one card had both mine beat. Yeah. I was hoping that was the case.
Trish, do you still want the 1-2 yellow?
Thank you, Kevin. We're going to need, I will say, though, any, you know, support that you feel like given as a player, if you are local, would be highly appreciated. Reaching out to a congressman, letting them know that poker is just really important to us. So many people down here in the Dallas area and all over the state. So many jobs, so many people doing this for a living. So closing these rooms down would really be just a shame for so many people. Lots of community impact. So reach out to somebody. Let somebody know that you support Legal Texas Poker. It's going to be a call, and check. Limp pot here. Let's go to a flop 3 ways. It's going to be a queen or ace queen 10 board. Pair of queens for both Walter and Mustafa. Lots of chop outs in the realm of possibilities for Walter and Mustafa. But until then, Mustafa is in the lead. Walter's all in with the pair. It's up to Mustafa now, who has a chip lead. Overwhelming. But we'll find a better spot. Doesn't want to get it in there with second pair weak kicker.
I almost took my phone out to check the time. I was like, oh, he said I can't read it.
Connor Shirley says he missed the update. Can you please explain it? Just, I would probably just recommend just rewinding a little bit. Yeah. Just rewind the stream about 3-4 minutes back, and then just when you're done with the update, just bring it back to live. Thanks for the questions, guys, about that. Shows us that you do care and are concerned. A lot of people's livelihoods at stake, but our management is on top of it. So it's going to be a raise to 105K from Glenn with the queen tray. Steve with queen 10 of the small blind. And I'll get it down. Probably Chris says, Ben, I subscribed because I saw my friend Chris Washburn is going to be joining on Monday and Wednesday. Well, good luck to Chris. Thanks for the comment. And thank you for subbing. Mr. Tilton asks, do all the rooms pool resources for the league work? Not us. That's for darn sure. I will say that we will be coming out with more info on how you can help the movement to keep Dallas Poker up and running in the near future. We'll be posting about it on all our social media channels, how you can do your part if you feel so inclined, if Texas Poker is important to you, or you think just poker in general should be legal, especially when the house is not taking a rake. This is all people's money on the table, so I cannot stress that enough, and how great it is for the game to keep all that money on the table.
I had one of those too. I'm just showing. You showed me yours. I'll show you mine. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. I had an ace, but no kicker. I had a kicker.
Really wish I could say your comment out on the air, Jason. Love it. Pretty funny. But back to the poker here. We're down to the last 6 players here at this final table. And chip stacks are getting pretty close to even outside of Muhammad. And, of course, can't forget about Steve. Steve also has a pretty nice stack here. Suited ace, definitely good enough to be raising here. 100K to go in the hijack. Josh Farah with the sub. Thank you, thank you. We'll get it done. We had 205 entries into this tournament. That's not 205 individual new players. That's 205 entries. You have unlimited re-entries for the first 4 hours of play in this tournament. 365 apiece, totaling up 61,500. 13,005 for first place. Damian Fulcher with the sub also. Or Fulker, excuse me. Let me know if I pronounce your name incorrectly or correctly, please, in the chat.
Yeah.
I gotta get good at this. Balder's got king queen. He's right under the gun. He will raise it, make it $150 to go. He's gonna fold a pad who has pocket nines in the short stack. I think it's time to send it to the moon here. Oh, he's gonna let it go. Pretty conservative lay down. I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but he is at the final table, not me, that's for sure. Sheesh. Caught me by surprise. Mustafa here with a Jack-10 offsuit in the small blind. He's going to defend his small blind, and Glenn can't find enough equity here to call in that big blind, so we're going to go heads up. 4/5 of Broadway between the two of them. Let's see a flop. It's going to come 8 high. 3 diamonds, though. Diamond draw for Mustafa, but king high is currently good at the moment. Equity's about chippity-chopped in half. $200K to go here with a couple of overs. Mustafa with that diamond draw. It is a naked diamond draw. We'll just let it go. Would really like to have a pair to go along with a flush draw to make that call. Did not, so he's out of the way. There's Mitch A in the chat. Mitch, one of our TCH Dallas poker regs. Welcome, Mitch. Did you fire any bullets into this tournament tonight? Steve here, King 10 suited under the gun. How many places are in the money? Great question. Let me get that answer for you. We paid down to 25th place here. Min cash was 720 bucks. So just over 2 buy-ins. It's going to be a raise from Steve and a call from Ricky with the pocket sixes. Pat releases the nines again. We're back to the big blind, who will fold, and now we're going to go heads up. Seven high board. Six is way in the lead here. And Steve's going to go all in. Let's see if Ricky makes the call. Honestly, an awesome board for sixes. But the worry here is if Steve opened up with a higher pocket pair, and that's what he's really thinking about here. Knows it's very, very possible that Steve could have just a couple overs here, as he does. But he has to think about those over pairs as well. And he will find a better spot than there. And the button will move. We'll be on to the next one. Mitch A says, no, I got that work thing got in the way. Next Saturday for sure. I hear you.
Roasting who? Me. Oh. I don't know. I think you're roasting yourself with that hat.
Make sure you're free, Mitch. 2 weeks from now for the 50K guarantee, though. $500 buy-in. 50,000 guarantee. Sure to be a good tournament, as it was last month. Holy Lord, was last month a good tournament. Were you working for that tournament?
I was.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Blinds are now 20,000, 40,000 with a 40,000 big blind ante. Expensive.
No doubt.
Now Pat with pocket sevens. Will raise. It folds to Glenn, who has pocket ducks. He's going to get out of the way there.
How much do you have behind?
Walter wants to know how much he has. $125 total is the number. And Walter will make the call with a couple overs. Steve with ace jack in the big blind, getting an awesome price to get in there, and he will. 3 players to a flop. Seven's currently in the lead, but look at that equity. It's just about even. It'll come king 10-8. Lots going on this flop here. Pair of 10s for Walter is currently the best hand, but Steve with, of course, the gut shot to Broadway. Pat with bottomist pair in the pocket sevens. Will come a king on the turn. 2 pair now for Walter. A queen is still good for Steve, and a 7 is still good for Pat, so no one's drawing dead. Queen or an ace, or a jack, actually, for Steve. Lots of outs. Walter gonna go ahead and realize that equity with the pack of 10s. Price out any worse hands. And we're on to the next one.
I was calling you if you want to.
If you're just tuning in, there's about 475 of you watching with us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're listening to the voices of Benjamin Miney and my wife, Angie Miney.
Hello.
What's up, Ange?
Hello.
Talk to me. So, what's your favorite thing about Texas Card House if you had to pick one?
The staff.
The staff?
100%.
100%.
100%.
Talk about it. What's up?
We're just, I don't know. Everyone is just very welcoming and kind, and we work hard. We love what we do.
God, do we work hard. Jeez. Everyone in this building works their butts off. And that will not stop until for any reason.
Right.
This place is the hardest working joint I've ever worked for.
For a little while, I thought it might have been part of this aesthetic.
They're richer now.
Then I noticed it wasn't anywhere else like that.
Whole lot of used napkins here. See if we can find anything. Angie looked at me like she had no idea what I'm talking about. That's totally fair.
I know how to play, but
Never heard that term before?
No,
It
no.
refers to garbage hands.
okay. Good to know.
We're all learning something.
Learning a lot. Yeah.
You're going to be able to take my job one day.
Yeah. Right.
As if, like, I'm your father. That was just the terrible way to say that. I'm going to pass it on to you.
Well, if I ever want to learn to deal, I hope I'm as good as you one day.
Oh, my
I think
Lord.
you're a
going to
fantastic
make me
dealer.
cry. Stop it. Sheesh.
We'll see, though. We'll see if I want to learn.
Glenn here with an ace-10 under the gun. Definitely a good enough hand to raise six-handed. It's going to make it 100K to go. Blinds 20, 40, 40. A lot of 15 to 20 big blind stacks here. Plenty of poker to play, so that's why the play is still a little tight on the tighter side. Plenty of poker here. Blinds aren't super crazy compared to stack sizes. But we are about 4 minutes away from the next level. And who knows what's going to happen. If you do like high-stakes tournament poker, you can find it every single week here from TCH Live, Saturday nights. That's why you got to stay subbed. Get that notification, ring the bell. As Pat's all in with the king six on the button, 145K to go. He does have about a little over 3 big blinds. It's time to get it in there. Actually, as Glenn dominated in the big blind. Look at the fold.
They were not suited and they were
Tell them.
not even close to being connected.
Gotcha. It's a wise move. No point in doubling him up.
Neither card was an ace for a king.
Well, it's not bad.
Kevin Klein asks, Art, most of these players the shove or fold point. I think that's just Pat. Maybe.
I'm just saying sometimes it doesn't matter how much you got in there.
Let's see. Who else might be there? Gotta get a good look. Hardly see these stacks. Not Steve for sure. I guess Ricky is at that point. But the other 4 are definitely in poker stack range. It's going to fold over to Mustafa, who only has to get through 2 more players, and he's going to get in there with the ace-5. Glenn with the king-10 of the small blind. And it's going to be a check of the option. Let's go. 3 ways to a queen 7-5, 2 hard board. Pair of 5s is the best hand with an ace for Mustafa. Walter is out-pipped at the moment. Mickey Cup, I did answer this question, but you might not have heard me. I did say there were 205 entries in this tournament. So if anyone's still curious, we had 205 entries entering or accumulating a total prize pool of $61,500. As will come a jack on the river. Pair of fives is the best hand. Paul D says, yeah, Ben, we need you to work on Saturday. What do you mean? I am working. I'm here. When is the 50K? 2 weeks. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday will be a $500 buy-in, $50,000 guarantee. Last month, we had a first place prize of over $30,000. So if you want a tournament that you might want to take a trip out for, that is the one. It's going to be a doozy. We can't wait for it. I'm hyped. So put on your calendar, first Saturday in February. Let's go. Keep asking me questions, guys. Keep asking Angie questions. She is a host here at Texas Card House Dallas. If you have any housekeeping questions, policies, procedures, let her know. That's what she's here. She's here to help, to hang out with me, hang out with you guys, answer some questions about anything
just any
up front.
questions.
Any questions.
Anything. I will
God,
answer
she's here.
anything.
She lives for questions.
I really do. I do.
Michael Curtin asks, Ben, how did you finish in the turbo yesterday? Oh,
what'd you
pretty
get?
good place.
What'd you get?
A pretty good finish. But I'm not gonna toot my own horn. It was a good finish.
So humble.
KJ asks, is this really live? How late does this tournament usually run? Oh, I've seen we have had some late final tables. Usually maybe 2.5, 3 hours is pretty average. Players like to play here. It's going to be a raise to 100K with a 10-9 off in the cutoff. Steve's going to go ahead and call on the small blind with the fives. Ricky has an ace. He's going to call. 3 players, queen 4-4. It's a bet and an all-in here from Steve. He does have the best hand at the moment. Glenn here. Nothing but 10-9 high. Doing a little bit of posturing before he folds.
Oh, you're like picking like that.
And he will fold. Steve will take it down. Did have the best hand the whole time. So, Angie, what's your favorite starting hand in poker?
Probably Jack 10 suited.
Okay. Why?
Very fun to play. Very fun to play.
Well, you're not wrong. Listen to her. So look at you go. I'm so proud of you. Just kidding. I finished first place in the turbo yesterday. That is the answer to the question. Little run good, never hurt nobody. Yeah. Oh, the first bird sighting here for Walter. Pocket aces. Pretty nice hand to have on the final table of an expensive tournament here. Aces will take it down pre-flop. Couldn't get any action, but he'll happily take 125K in the ones.
Do you have a crush on me?
This dude has a crush on his co-host. Not only do I have a crush on my co-host, it's a super mega ultra extra crush with cheese. It's like a $90 meal at Denny's, you know? It's just like, why would I ever spend that much? But we did.
So how much did you win for that tournament?
All right, fine. We'll get into that after this. I'll do a very small synopsis. I don't like talking about myself. I really don't.
No, you don't.
A6 gonna take it down. So we got to 3-ways on the tournament yesterday, and we had $3,400 up top, or $3,600 up top, or more. I don't remember. Oh no, it was 2,000 plus 14 plus 800 and some, 860. Put it all together. Each player got 1,200 bucks, and we played for the rest, and I took it down. So, yeah, pretty nice score, but just happy to get a little lucky. That's all. Walter with Queen Jack under the gun. He is going to raise. Oh, David Johnson, do you have any other tournaments throughout the week? Debating coming to play from Canada. I'll let you answer that after the hand is over, Ange. That is all you. Pat in the hat with a suited King 5. 120K left. Does he want to take his shot now? And he will for 20K more on top. And oof, Glenn's got him spade dominated and pipped. Ooh, Tyler, we do have Friday tournaments.
That's new.
Oh,
is new.
Tyler. Oh, Tyler. You missed. Swing and a miss. We'll get there. We'll get there. Pat in the hat is all in, but this is not his board. Pair of aces. Miles in the lead. And Glenn is all in. Walter with a pair of jacks, though. If he thinks that this is pure air, he could make a call here, but would not, in hindsight, be the best call, seeing as he does have 21% equity. Thank you, Gianluca Basile.
Well, I hope you take him out. I fold. Yeah, I'm gonna need a miracle, man. I need a miracle.
And fold.
What's the best call, like 5 or a king or something?
All right, Ace-6 versus King-5. Looking for running kings or Broadway cards. That is not it. Now he's drawing dead. Pair of aces take it down and are going to eliminate Pat in the hat in 6th place for 3,000 bucks. Pat, have a fantastic evening. Thank you for coming to TCH Dallas, and we will see you next time on the big stage. All right, Ange, it's all you.
All right.
So you don't have to go through all the tournaments.
Yeah, because we have a lot, and a lot has changed. So.
But we have tournaments how many days of the week?
We have tournaments every day.
Oh, there we go. Every day of the week.
Sometimes twice a day.
Absolutely. We have anywhere from No Limit Turbos to PLO Double War Bomb Pot tournaments on Wednesday nights. Tuesdays and Saturdays are our most popular tournament days, with bounties in both the morning and at night. We have a $175 bounty and a $300 bounty morning and night, respectively. We're going to go heads up to a flop here. Jack 8-7, Rainbow. King High currently in the lead. Check, check to the turn, which will come at 8, pair the board. King High still good. It's going to be a bet of 100K from Walter. See if he can take it down, gets a better hand to fold, and he will. First man in is last man out. Nice hand for Walter. Got the better one out of there, and we're on to the next hand. Dave K asks, hey, Ange, how far away is the card room from either airport, being Love Field or Dallas-Fort Worth Airport?
From DFW, it would probably be, what, 20, 25 minutes?
If that.
Yeah.
20 minutes probably
Yeah,
at the
and Love
latest.
Field, probably this.
Probably 10, 15.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
For real.
Chuck in, you want PLO? Chuck in, you want PLO? Table 87.
But if you're planning on traveling, there's so many like cheap or nice hotels near us. We are very close to the airport. It's so easy to make a trip out of it. If I was still in Wisconsin, I would be taking trips out here for the tournaments we have all the time. So they're just that good. Pair versus pair here on this flop, shorthanded, is probably going to get a little dicey. 50K to go, and a flick it on in there from Steve with the 10s. Still Jack 7 in the lead. Steve looking for a 10 or a 6 here. Only 3 live outs in the deck. It's going to be 225K to call. Steve here, really a bluff catcher, if anything. Could also pick off a diamond draw, but he will not. He's going to find a better spot. Wants to feel a little bit better about his equity, and he did not feel good about there, so he will let it go. Muhammad taking it down. $3,800 for the next player to be eliminated in this final table. Angie, is that a lot of money?
Sorry, repeat what you just said.
$3,800, is that a lot of money?
It's a good amount of money.
Wow, someone's high on the hog there. Shoot. You could have just said yes. It was that easy.
Sorry, yes.
Sheesh, we're trying to promote. I guess we'll not bring in players.
Get out of here.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm reading.
How dare you?
So sorry.
How diggity dog dare you? That's a raise up to 175K to go from Mustafa, pocket 9s. David Johnson says, Angie, you're going to show me around. What is Harry Hines Boulevard? No, just kidding. What are you looking at me like that face for? No, I wasn't asking you anything. I was just looking at you while making that comment. 9s take it down pre-flop.
Do you have to have an invite from a member to join? No. You just have to pay the membership, which is $10 for the day, $30 for the month, or $300 for the year. And then it's $13 an hour to reserve your seat for cash games.
Of course, you do have to submit your information. We don't just give memberships to absolutely everybody.
Correct.
You do have to give us. You have to provide your ID,
yes, passport,
some more contact information.
Hey, do you want to color up a couple of
You gotta change the clock too. So 6 and 6.
$175 to go here from Walter with King Queen, and Mustafa's waking up in the big blind with pocket queens.
175.
We've seen him make this face before. He's made this face when he had the straight flush. It's the, okay, I guess I'll play. See if that can not be sniffed out here. It'll come a 6-6 tray board. Queen's way out front. David Johnson, do you have a website? Absolutely. You can visit us at texascardhouse.com. Click on any location you plan on visiting. You can find all the information about that location right there. Of course, you can always call up to our hosts in the front.
we love getting your phone calls.
And Angie can If she's working, she'll answer your questions.
Yes.
But you can find all the information you should need on our website. You can also sign up for the streams we do for our cash games there. You just click on the little three bars on the side, and you'll be able to click TCH Live and just fill out your information, what stakes you like to play. And if we do have an open seat, we'll contact you. If you buy a year script, does it count at all locations? No, I believe it only counts.
I think it's just Austin.
What do you mean, Austin? You mean Dallas?
No, no. If you have a membership at another club,
Yeah.
and we go ahead and give them a phone call, and it's active, then it counts.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know
Yes.
that. That's
Yes.
actually really cool.
I believe it's all locations.
Okay, I would
believe
imagine it's all of them.
locations,
I mean,
yes.
that would make sense.
We just haven't ever really called any of the locations, so. But yes.
That's really cool to know.
Yes.
I
As
really
long as
didn't
it's
know that.
active, you're good. It's just that the 13 an hour does not work.
So thankful for all these questions in the chat, guys. Keep them coming. We're looking at a couple limps all the way up to the big blind here. Glenn with big slick. Ace King is going to go ahead and raise it all in to go. Put some pressure on these limps. And he's definitely going to get some folds somewhere along the line. See, that's why you're here, answering questions like that. Save me from giving wrong information. You're the bomb. Mustafa looking at a King 10 offsuit, facing an all-in, does not want to call off Glenn's stack with that. So it'll go all the way over to Glenn. Man, the NFL never lacks keeping games entertaining. I'll say that.
Yeah, do we have a score update?
I think it's
Go
what,
49ers.
tied with San Francisco. 2 minutes on 2-minute warning on their own 45. That's so wild. That is so wild. The spread was 6 on this game. Green Bay 6. That's crazy.
Do you need a vaccine passport? No.
To play without a mask, though, we do ask that the players be vaccinated.
Yes.
Otherwise, you do not have to have a vaccination or a proof of vaccination to play in our establishment.
That's fine. It didn't sound though, that's all.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, a passport will do for your sign-up process, though. As long as it's government issued. I see Nick Gutierrez in the chat. He made a deep run at this tournament. He actually took 10th place. He was the final table bubble. $885 on this board. Pocket 7's going to take it down. Was ahead the whole time. It's a funny question, Jason. Oh, sorry, Nick. 11th place. I have you right there on the line. One day I'll play this Saturday tournament again. Just so burnt out from the last one I did. Taking like 13th place.
Good luck all in.
I have to call.
Ricky's all over the ace. Steve's going to call with the pocket tens, and we got an all-in pot here. Ricky's tournament life is at risk. He is currently a 70-30 dog here. Can he find an ace or running sevens or a miracle? It's up to Adam here.
No ace, no sevens, no sweat.
And it's a 10 set right in the door. 9 on the turn. Now an 8 will be a straight. That is not an 8, so a set will take it down. A nice hand, and Ricky is eliminated in 5th place. Ricky, enjoy the cash. $3,840 going your way. Have a fantastic night. Drive safely. And now, the next player eliminated will be earning 5,000 United States dollars.
Sorry for making you work.
It's a raise to 150 and a call for Mustafa with a suited jack 6. Heads up. 10 right there on the flop. Walter smacks this one. Mustafa with a pair of 6s, though. It's a bet and a fold. Mustafa gets out of the way. Queen 10 is good. Walter takes it down.
Hey, are you coloring these up yet? Yeah, how much you got blue there? Right here. Hang on. I think comes the full rack. We buy these two? Yeah. How much is this? I've got exactly a full rack. Sorry.
Walter, ace deuce, offsuit, under the gun.
Call. Call.
Dave Casey says he's going to try and get down here for the 50K guarantee. I don't blame him. You should too. It's going to be a heck of a tournament. Well worth any trip. Jack 10-6 here on the flop. A whole lot of nada. Ace high is currently in the lead with the backdoor nut diamond draw as well. Seven brings in the nut flush draw for Walter with his ace high, but a pair of 7s for Mustafa is currently the best hand. Any ace or diamond would give Walter the best hand, and he'll check over to Walter, who's actually going to take a stab at it. Mustafa only has a pair of 7s, so he will get out of the way. Third pair with the player to act behind. Who could blame you for folding? Shows the ace of diamonds, and we're going to get on to the next one.
We're racing these off now.
Yeah, he just brought up a bunch of. Oh, I can break them off now. There's probably not. There's really not. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
We don't even have to make that hand.
Yeah, he's got all. Yeah, I think we're okay.
got two.
Yeah, but I've got 5, and he's got several.
You can always add more.
Mustafa here, queen 7 on the button, has to get through 2 more players. Does he want to take a stab now? Looks like he did, and they're going to go heads up here on a king 9 board. Trips for Walter. It'll go check. I'll let Mustafa try and catch up. Now Walter with the check mark. See if he wants to try and get some value. Walter takes it down. Couple nice hands in a row. Looking nice over there as now the blinds are 25,000, 50,000 with a 50,000 big blind ante. That's 125K of dead money for the next 6 minutes. Then we're going up again, 30, 60, 60.
10 to 10. Snowing like wouldn't believe it.
Candace with the needle. That's
I
fun.
love her.
Candace, one of our coworkers in the chat. What's up?
My work wife.
Your work wife. Give me a call and check. We're going to go heads up here. King high currently in the lead. 6, though, on the flop will be the better hand for Walter. And I'll go check. How about 2 pair now for Walter? Probably nothing to get value from here. I mean, actually, there's a lot of hands that he could get value from here. Any single heart flush draws, just like Steve has. Any pairs are probably calling this bet. Heart does come on the river, and now Steve gets the old re-suck, as Walter got the suck, I guess. Yeah. Walter got the suck and continuation suck on the turn. Steve with the re-suck on the river gets it done with a check mark. Now it's a flush versus 2 pair. Actually, Walter with a 6 high flush, excuse me. Niners take it down? Are you kidding me?
God. Oof.
I mean, I'm happy about that. But
Same.
I mean, being a Seahawks fan, I don't really like seeing the Niners win, but
me being a Bears fan,
you being a
I
Bears fan,
can't-
for my
I
mental
can't.
health, I need them to lose.
Yeah.
So.
For your mental health.
Thank you for what the 1, 2 yellow.
I'm not good enough to draw that for him.
Thank you for the 1, 2 yellow.
If you got the ace there, you just got me.
We're down to the final 4 after 205 entries culminated this tournament prize pool.
You need a driver's license too.
KK, you still want the 1, 2 yellow?
Right?
It's funny, the team from California outplayed the team from Wisconsin in the snow. That's wild. Can you believe it? Jesus Christ. Green Bay was a 6-point favorite. That's so sick. Check. 6 on the turn here. The 10 high with the flush draw has a lot of the equity here. But any 9 or 4 or deuce. Well, 9 or 4 will win the hand. Deuce will chop.
Mike B, you still want the 1, 2 yellow?
Tell them to turn the AC on in this place. Jesus. It is warm up here.
It's just up here.
Yeah, I know. The lights just add to it.
Noah, 1, 2 yellow. TCH, you want the 1, 2
Yeah, I'm thinking it was his turn.
3 ways to a flop here. King high in the lead and will stay in the lead on this flop. Double spades and a pair on the board. Ace on the turn is going to keep king high in the lead. And nothing changes. King high will be the best hand should it get the showdown.
King high.
King high is going to be good.
Well, that wasn't a very good air hockey shot, was it? These things don't fly.
Not air, you have to walk the table.
Oh, I know. Smart ass. Everybody likes little ass. Nobody likes a smart ass.
I like smart asses. They make me laugh.
I'm not sure I'm supposed to say stuff like that on television.
How many cash tables does TCH have running right now? 24 cash tables. Soon to be 25 once this tournament table's over.
150.
Steve with pocket queens, four-handed, a very nutted premium hand here.
And he's running to the fourth. Running out there.
Walter in the big blinds. Just 7 tray offsuit. Definitely going to be probably throwing those in the muck, and he's going to show them too.
Probably so.
There you go. Shows the red queens. We're on to the next one.
It was pretty.
That's a really good question, Raj. I'm Ahmed with the question. If there is a 3-way all-in and 2 players are knocked out, how are places determined? It was whoever had the biggest stack out of the 2 of them at the start of the hand.
You need to go back to
Great question. Of course, that being whoever had the most chips would be second place. Whoever the least chips would be third place, or whatever. You know.
Finish the hand that you're on. Next hand is going to be 30, 60, 60.
Alright, blind, go up next hand. 32.
Can I raise it? This one, no.
You can raise it. Yeah. Next is 115.
Raise to 115 to go with the 10-9 suited under the gun. Steve looking at suited king queen.
Yeah.
Definitely good enough to play here. Looks like he's just going to make the call.
not enough back there.
Queen high with 2 spades. How about the entire board for Steve? Pair of 9s for Mustafa. Ace on the turn. Gonna probably go slow down this action a little bit. It'll go check, check. Now an 8.
9.
I have a queen with a spade draw.
Queen's good.
And I didn't like that ace. That ace killed me. Otherwise, I was waiting for you to bet.
You were still waiting for me to bet.
It is.
I don't think that ace scared you that much. I think you'd have called some bets. Well, that's what I mean, huh? I'm pretty sure you're calling something. How much?
It's a pretty good hand, top pair.
Yeah.
Next to nut plus straight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, sorry. It's 30, 60 on this.
Yep.
60 call. You need 20 more.
Ace 8 offsuit under the gun.
All in right here.
Gonna be all in here.
Give me 5. Not with this hand.
Somebody else.
Oh, nice thing.
Getting it full for the blinds, and it will take it down. Glenn sitting on a stack of 1 million in chips, and it's actually the short stack of the table. Look at this. 1 million chips for Glenn, and it just goes up from there. We got a poker game going, guys. 20K guaranteed tournament, but the prize pool is 61,500 with 205 entries at 365 apiece. 13,000 and change for first place.
Noah, last call, 1, 2 PLO.
Who? Don't bend them so hard.
D and D, so 1, 2 PLO.
Raise to 300. All in.
Walter is going to raise 300K, and Steve's got aces, and Mustafa's got queens.
Call.
Mustafa's going to call the all-in, and his tournament life is at risk. Glenn with king 10. Facing an all-in and a call. praying to have something, but he really isn't, because he would be going up against both queens and aces. Walter with the suited ace-6 is the short stack at the table. Oh, second short stack. It's aces versus queens for Mustafa's tournament life.
Don't you do it. Hold up one time. Come on, please. Please don't. No queen.
Nate Burdick with the sub also as we do this run out. Thank you very, very much. Looking clean for aces so far. All right, a 6 on the turn is no good for the queens. A queen and a queen only. That is not it. Aces hold and eliminate Mustafa in 4th place for just over 5,000. Mustafa, have a fantastic evening. Enjoy the cash. We'll see you next time on the TCH live stage. And now, Steve. With a, we'll say a few chips.
They play themselves sometimes.
That was, I mean, I like the girls. They like me too. Yeah, you did. I mean, you played it right.
I've been married 47 years to the same one, so the other ones like me even more because they know I'm safe. You know, that's how you tell when you're really old. You can flirt with young girls and not get it.
You got my ID, yes? Yes.
Take a blue chips from me.
Yeah, I need blue chips too.
You probably need to work.
Yeah, I need. If you give me 5 blue chips, there you go.
We need to bring some blue chips back. This is going to be a lot of work. And I don't want anything in it, right? There's no reason I can't fold if I want.
You can call fold the raise.
Come on, Beaver, you
You got a bullet on that one, didn't you?
It's gonna be a fold there, and it'll take it down right in the big line.
Yeah.
You have another blue.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like 30 seconds behind, like, ESPN even, because it goes to the internet.
If you're joining us towards the end of this final table, welcome one and all. There are about just under 500 of you watching with us on this Saturday evening. Thank you all for taking time out of your evening or morning if you're across the pond to come watch us tonight. Listening to Benjamin Miney and Angie Miney, the husband and wife tag team duo, commentating over this final table of these fantastic players. These players have also been playing, fun fact, since 10 a.m. this morning.
It's either $60 a month for 1 GB or $12 a month for 5.
Just put 50 out there. I'll get you.
I know you will, but it'd be helpful if we just, the game would go faster if they just bring back 100,000 blue chips. You know what I mean? Not that I'm in any hurry. Oh, I'm small now?
Yeah, you can call.
Well, I got too much out there if I'm small.
Correct. But you can call fold the raise and we'll fix it.
Yeah, you have 30 out. Second.
Yeah.
I call it.
Call. So just put another purple chip out there. And then
Hey, Eugene.
They'll come queen high on this board, 2 hearts. Open ender for Glenn, 10 high is currently good, and now he finds a 10 on the turn. We need 4 or 9. Would be good for a straight, but that's just gonna take it down. Hearts out there, don't want to draw into what could be drawn dead. Boas, how much does first place win? You can see all the payouts in the description of the stream, but I'll tell you, it's 13,000, 5 and change.
That's not a good sign. That can hurt.
Need some pickles. Potassium.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Some bananas out in the corner, probably frozen, man. Frozen bananas are good. I like them.
60 to call.
So it's a company out of Europe, and they sell them to people, and then you can resell it. So
Steve's gonna call with the ace-4 on it.
poker guys sell it. You put it on a
And Walter will check his option with the dirty diaper, we call that on this stream. 3 deuce.
3 in my house, my daughter has 1 in school.
Ace 10, 9, 2 clubs here. Pair of aces for Steve. Backdoor clubs, and he's just going to rip it. Put Walter to the test. And Walter's got the nut low.
You got an ace and 3 hands, you're in pretty good shape.
We do stream 5 nights a week here from Texas Card House Live. We do 3 streams in Dallas and 2 streams in Austin, Texas. Monday through Thursday are our cash games, and then Saturday is the final table, just like today. You can find 5, 10, no limit in Austin on Mondays, 10, 25, 50, and bigger on Tuesdays here from Dallas. 5, 5, 10 here on Wednesday, and then 2, 5, no, all these are no limits. You'll find 2, 5 Thursday evenings in Austin. We have an awesome production crew with wow, we have an awesome production crew in Austin. Holy crap,
Words
that
are
was
hard.
really tough.
Look at Candace putting me to work.
Jeez, Candace. It's like you work here. And you want some information? All right, Angie, you can tell him some information.
Yes,
what's the question?
So she asked, can you explain how someone would get on the wait list before they arrived at TCH? They can download Poker Atlas, and then on Poker Atlas they can see which cash games are running, and then on the top it'll say join waitlist, and all you have to do is make an account and you are able to join the waitlist. And you have an hour to stay on that waitlist, but after an hour it will take you off and you will lose your spots.
Exactly like she said. So if you want to play poker at Texas Card House, all you got to do is download on the Google Play Store or the App Store Poker Atlas and find Texas Card House Dallas on the App Store. Get yourself into a cash game. Or you can also find all of our tournament info on there too. Find the complete schedule.
I didn't know they didn't have breaks at all. Hell, even on TV they got breaks. Huh?
Steve, do you want the 1, 2 kilo?
Hey, you want pillow?
In the first half.
Table 7.
120.
Steve here gonna put some pressure on the blinds. Has a good hand to do it with. We do it with Queen 9 suited. Walter will call with the 8-6 and the big blind for 60K more, and let's go to a flop. Jack 10-5. How about an open ender for Steve? It's going to be a good hand to barrel on here, as it will get checked. And he's going to, did he say all in? Oh, he's going to rip it. He's going to put Walter all in. Walter's got 8 high, so he's all out. Allie Al Feasley says, how are card houses different from casinos? Do you want me to answer that one, or do you want to answer that one?
No, you can open that. You can answer that one.
Okay. Card houses are different from casinos. We don't have any slot machines, any blackjack tables, any table games at all. We just, and strictly only, deal with poker. And not only do we just deal with poker, we don't even take a rake off of these tables at all for our cash games. It is all completely a social club aspect where you pay for a membership, and then you rent the seat you sit in for cash games, and all the money you play with on the cash games stays on the table. It makes for fantastic games. As Glenn's going to go all in here with the Jack 10 suited. Steve with an ace.
Supposed to call, but I'm not going to.
Said he's supposed to call and he lets it go.
You'll get to see it later anyway.
I know. Well, I figure I don't have to call it. That was the one you wide big. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I make jokes and I don't even know.
There's
That's
no point
great.
in racing it.
I mean, I meant to do that.
75.
Okay, the blinds are 60.
Oh, okay. So I can make it
Minimum is
120.
That's gonna be 120.
And Dale, do you want long one?
Queen high board here, heads up. Pair of sevens for Glenn. He's going to go all in and get Steve right on out of it.
And Dale for long pot.
Steve here, King 9 is going to make the call on the button. Small blind's going to fold. Walter with Jack Trey in the big blind. Probably just going to check, and he will.
CV, Ahmad, and Vitaly for 1-2.
Queen 4-4, King high in the lead.
Matthew G, you still want to transfer?
We'll go check, check to the turn. Here comes the
Tommy,
10.
you still want to transfer? Brandon, you still want to transfer?
King high is still good. Steve going to be bluffing with the best of it here.
Yeah,
Gets the fold from Walter. On to the next one.
Brandon C, you still want to?
Walter's all in. Did you get a quick call there? Oh, how about Pocket Kings waking up right in the big blinds?
No ace, please.
Kevin, 2-5.
You heard him. Steve is begging, please, no ace. Kings way in the lead here.
You already called your one time, baby. You burned your one time already.
10 in the window. King's still in the lead. Trying the turn. Only an ace will do it, or a 10. What is it gonna be? 8 is no good.
79-10.
Kings take it down. Walter is out of here in third place. Walter, enjoy the cash. $6,300 for your trouble. Have a great night. We'll see you next time on the TCH live stage. Now it's a heads-up battle here between Steve and Glenn. And I would say Steve has quite a chip lead.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Non-small.
just a little bit.
Well, it changes up now.
Heads up is small on the button anyway, right?
small on the button, but in this instance, he's going to act first because it's a dead small. Next, he's going to back to you, and then you'll be small. Okay, got it.
Thank you very much.
And now heads up play will start. Hand number 84 of the night.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm first. I'm sitting here
Yeah,
waiting
you're
for you.
small blind. You're first. Call.
It's gonna be a call and a check. Both players the 5 trace suited. What's gonna happen here? How about King Queen on this board? First player is gonna be the last player out for sure. As Steve will check, Glenn's gonna go ahead and bet, and that is it.
I'm sorry.
Now the button's gonna go right here.
Yeah.
Right here. It's gonna be big.
This part always confuses.
This is always small on the button.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Cedgerado asks, is there something planned for after the tournament? No. Once this stream is over with the final table, that is it. They're going to probably just put a cash game up here. That's all. I think I said something slightly about that earlier. And, yes, so they're just going to put a cash game because we have a huge wait list right now.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And action on you.
All right, heads up here. Ace 10 on the board. Currently 6 high is in the lead. And now 4 will take the lead. Ace is up. Actually, both players with aces up. And now it's chop pot.
Sure, you guys see?
And small on the button seat. 30.
BLKSPU for 1-2.
All in.
Glenn's all in with ace jack. Steve,
Anthony, you want 1-2?
did he say call or did he said the word, I think he probably said can't call. Shows the 10 tray and gets out of the way.
For 1-2.
So William Reffett asks, Ben Miney, do contractors, first responders also get the discount for the membership? So I know, I can tell you, first responders absolutely do. I guess you'd have to define to me what you mean by contractors.
Well, I got better though.
Yeah, 10-3 instead
If you're a
of
first
10-4.
responder, then yes. It's going to be a call, 30K on the button, and then Glenn is in there. He's going to check it in the big blind. 10-9 versus 9-8s. Let's go. How about 9-8-8? Glenn flops
Whatever that
a giant amount of equity here. 500K is the bet. Glenn stack at 940 is just going to go ahead and throw it all in there. And a call here. All in and a call. And Steve is drawing pretty close to slim. A 9 is pretty much all he's looking for to chop. I suppose running 10s as well, and that's not going to happen. So now a 9 and a 9 only to chop will not come. 9s full of 8s is the best hand. Glenn will take it down and double up through Steve. Glenn sitting at 2.1 million now. Steve sitting at 4.1 million. We have a game now. Stephen Owen with the sub also. Thank you so very much. Let's keep those subs coming as we near the end of this stream, guys.
No, it's too much.
If you do enjoy the content you're watching right now, you can watch poker 5 days a week here from Texas Card House, whether it's from Dallas or Austin. Thank you all for showing up right now. And those that have been here in chat, watching, talking with me the whole way. And, of course, my wife here, Angela. Angie. How are you doing, Angie?
Fantastic.
You hanging in there?
Yeah.
Sweet. Rock and roll.
This has been fun.
I'm glad. We had to get our heads-up match nailed down. We needed
We
needed
did.
help
We
from chat. That's going to be exciting. I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned. Angie and I will be going heads up very soon here for cereal.
For cereal.
No joke.
Give me your cards from it, please.
I'm not sure what day of the week we update Hendon Mob. That's a good question. Wish I had an answer for you. I could find it out, but I probably wouldn't have an answer till my next stream. Flopping trips here for Glenn. Now has top boat. Steve here with a whole lot of nothing. Finds a 10 on the river. He's going to check just to get to the end. Glenn is not going to let him get there cheaply. Betting a call here, and Glenn's going to show the king. Meme with the sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the team. William Riffett, I'm a wild land firefighter here for AAA Thunderbolt Fire Services Incorporated. Yeah, just bring your any work identification, whether it's a badge or anything like that, and we'll hook you up. A discounted monthly membership coming your way. Steve with Queen 9 suited on the button.
It's 60. Just put 75 out there.
We'll make the call, and now Glenn in the big blind with a 6-5 suited will check the option. We'll play heads up to a flop. Come queen high, 1 diamond. 2 pair for Steve. Nothing but backdoor straight and diamond draws for Glenn. His diamond draws aren't live, though, and gets out of the way.
Pablo, you want Halo? 125.
130.
Xavier M, would you like Halo?
Call it 130. Perfect.
It's a raise and a call here. Glenn and Steve going at it 9-8-7 on this flop. Pair and open ended for Steve, and the bottom open ender for Glenn. Steve takes it down on the river as a 3 comes after a king. And we're continuing on this heads-up battle. You can see the chip deficit here. Steve in a relatively, I would like to say, commanding lead. Just watching asks, why does the big blind put in an extra 60K table ante? So we don't really have individual player antes here at our tournaments here at TCH. We do big blind antes instead. So the big blind in every hand will put in an amount equal to the big blind, also to cover the antes for the whole table. Just a different way to do it. Keeps the hands moving, and it all nets out the same in the end. 10 high board, all hearts. Both players with a heart in their hand. Steve got this board locked up. Top pair and a king high flush draw. Glenn with a gutter. And his own flush draw. This flush draw is no good. Drawn to an 8 and an 8 only as of right now. Could be runner 9s. And there's one of them. So now any 9, 8, or 7 will take this hand down. It'll be all in and a call here. The hand. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. I thought I heard the word calls. Guess we'll have to turn up the table audio next time. Could have sworn I heard all in and call there, but we're going to see all in from Steve now, putting Glenn to the test. Does he want to get it in there?
I'm pretty confident with pairs. We could end it right now. would be happy. I got king.
He does make the call, and that's for his tournament life. 7 outs for Glenn, and they're all live. Any 9 or 7 or 8.
Well, I hope it ain't over yet.
The river's a 5, and that is not going to do it. And just like that, Glenn is eliminated in second place, and Steve takes it all down for the $13,525 finish. Congrats, Steve. It's been a blast to watch everyone here play, especially, of course, you winning the tournament. And from everyone here at TCH Live, thank you all for watching. We're going to come back to the booth really quickly and sign off from the Dallas studios. We've got Angie, we've got Ben. That's my wife. It's been a fun time. We answered some questions about all the housekeeping things at Texas Card House Dallas. If you ever have any more questions, you can always ask us in the chat. We'll do our best to ask or to answer as many questions as we can. We addressed some good topics today, and you know, about all the things going on with Texas Card House, and hopefully we answered those questions for you. Obviously, when we know more, we'll talk about that as we can. But from here in Dallas, I'm going to do a quick shout out and thank you to everybody here for production. We have Tyler Mawhinney doing action track and Cooper doing some directing. We've got, of course, Eugene is subbing in for Travis today for tournament directing this whole tournament. So thank you, Eugene, for that. Of course, the whole floor staff, the dealer staff here at Texas Card House, thank you all so very much for what you do every single day. Our executive producers, David Lagana and Ryan Crow, thank you very, very much. So from Angie and Ben at the final table, it's been a blast. We'll see you next time at Texas Card House Live. See you later, guys.
Hello and welcome to From the Felt. My name is Ryan Crow and I'm your host. And with me I have Mr. Bill Hewer out of Houston, Texas. How are you doing?
Great, Ryan. How's it going?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Inside TCH Live podcast. I'm Ben Kirby alongside Greg Potter here. We're here to talk about all things TCH Live.
All right, ready? Here we go.
I'm like caught off guard by it.
They recognize your voice. I recognize both of your voices, and I'm like, I've heard that before. Yeah. The same thing people are thinking when they hear me or Brad, or when they hear you speak at the table. They're like, man, I hear him speaking all the time, and he's right here.
And it's a strange phenomenon because it almost like we feel like we know you. Or know,
like some guy like shakes my hand and hugs me, and he's like, man, such a fan of your vlogs, been watching from day one. And I'm like, what's your name?
Yeah, stranger, you're a legitimate stranger.
I mean,